Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we have Udarniy in the store, which is quite an interesting tank because we never had this tank for sale in the O or NAS servers, but it was for sale in the C server, right? I must admit that I do not know too much about this mother trucking tank, but we can see that expectation values where the mark of excellence goes on this tank are very, very high on the O server, but this is purely because of the super testers overall, right? So I think that is important thing to say. And where the armor goes, armor is quite an interesting one. Armor is quite an interesting one. It reminds me kind of 260 maybe. You have a V cupola, although 260 doesn't have a V cupola. You can get ricochets like that if you are shooting below the gun. It will ricochet and do damage. You can't really side scrap because there is a weak spot over there. And you have a very, very weird or rather easy penetratable overplate. Weird looking tank, I can tell you that much. Okay, the whole information about the tank. How many units do we have? We have 25,000 units in the O server for 8.8 thousand gold. NAS server has 5,000 units for 8.8 thousand gold. And a pod server has a tier 9 premium tank. So looks like the bids are different, or I supposed to say the sales are different as well, right? Depending on the server, which is quite an interesting thing if you would ask me. Anyways, where the gun goes, 390 alpha damage, 221 millimeters of penetration, and 1.1 thousand shell velocity. But if we are looking to the gold, shell velocity is only 820, but penetration is 285. It looks actually okay. It looks okay. Hello, YouTube. Hola! Now, from the gun stats, I have seen that the bloom of this tank can be big whenever you are driving and whenever you are turning. So it is not ideal. And we will do some comparison with some other tanks after we are going to play a couple of games, because this is a brand new tank, fellas. We need to be smart and we need to be accurate where this tank goes, okay? IS is looking at me, I am looking at him. Both of us are having a blast. This is the weak spot. You know what this frontal armor reminds me? 50 TP prototype. 50 TP prototype. Tell me, am I right or am I wrong? Slow. Really slow tank. If I am racing with a bloody tier 7 IS, it is slow. We'll see how the gun will behave. It's early morning for me. I just woke up, fellas. Don't judge me. Listen, don't judge me. And for me, personally, it is the hardest to make the videos like this in the morning, you know? Because my brain is just on the pure relaxation mode. And it's very, very hard to focus on the tanks. That's why lately, I believe you have noticed that the games for a YouTube are weaker than usual, because I'm doing the videos in the time that I just woke up or I just wake up, you know? Anyways, it is how it is. Not much what we can change about that. We need to do what we need to do. I kind of want to go for the defender straight up into the face and slap the living crap out of him. I kind of want to do that. And there is IS. You know what? Do I have anything to lose here? apart my hit points. Okay. I want to be aggressive with it. I think this tank is made for pure aggression. This is what I think. Good for you. Good for you. I think it is pure aggro tank. T-29 isn't silly. He figured out that he can penetrate me into the cupola. Very good. Very smart choice. Very smart choice. Very smart choice. Okay. Nevertheless, fellas, we are trying to get a bit more involved over there. Well, yeah, I have a feeling that this is going to be defender-like looking situation or defender-like looking tank whenever you are just simply making pressure like a mother trucker with it. I think this is that type of tank. I don't want to believe that the gun is going to be awesome with this vehicle. Maybe I'm just simply special. But I really don't want to believe that the gun is going to be great. At least stats do not support that. At least stats do not support that, fellas. Okay. How are you doing? I know I'm still sleepy. I get it. I get it, and my brain is slower than it is usually. But man, it doesn't look fine. It doesn't look fine. Okay. Now let's try to deal with the S, shall we? I'm going like this. I think this is the best play. Hey, nachren. Am I the one who is special, or what the flying F is happening? Because it feels like this gun is bloody nightmare. Am I special, or what the flying F is this? Do you need to auto aim with this tank in order to hit the shots? That's what you need to do. I'm taking one for the team from the bloody IS with a stock gun. Weird. Very, very, very weird. And this is... So far, what do I see? I see that the gun is annoying me beyond belief. I can definitely see that the gun is annoying. After that, the tank shape is quite interesting. The tank shape is quite interesting as well. I see. Nice flanking maneuver. That was very, very good. Congratulations. Tank shape is quite weird as well. So armor is there, but it is quite... it is quite trollish, you know? I think that when players will figure out where to shoot this vehicle, which is complete lower plate or the cupola, it is going to be worse tank than it is now. Plus, on top of that, you apparently can't side scrap with this vehicle. So it is going to be a very, very interesting thing to see. Very interesting thing to see. Today, I can promise you that I am going to be playing quite a bit of the games on the live stream with this tank, right? To make sure that I have my opinion properly with this tank. Also, meanwhile, what we can do, we can compare this vehicle with Defender. Udarniy Defender. Udarniy has better DPM. Very similar very similar disgusting gun like Defender. Very, very, very similar disgusting gun like Defender. It goes 45 kilometers per hour, but for me it felt very false. It definitely did. In reality, it goes 29, right? Effective speed on the medium terrain. Yeah, it doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't feel great. Interesting tank, I can tell you that much. First game, Ace. 3.4 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage, 1.3 base experience, and we got 221,000 profits overall. Not bad, not great, not terrible, fellas. Not great, not terrible. I'm still trying to learn this tank, and for me, I am instantly comparing this tank with a Defender or with a 50 TP prototype. I think this is the right comparison for vehicles, because I think it is a super heavy tank with a weak spots, right? That's what I think. If some folks are playing it on the Asian server, please let me know in the comment section down below how it looks like. As a matter of fact, can't we check out the expectation values for marks on the Asia server? Oh, yes, we can. Very much jumping 3,000 expectations. This is how it is looking like. Another top tier, good. Please forgive me, fellas, it is morning. Please forgive me. Okay, what is the idea? Outpost standard battle. What do we want to do? We want to make a bit of pressure. Not a bit pressure. We want to go full balls into the heavy line. That's what we want to do. That is what we want to do, folks. I mean, to be fair with you, the matchmaking which we currently have is amazing, right? The previous game we had against the tier 7s. This game, it's against the tier 7s. I think there is an unwritten rule that first 3 games or first 2 games you are a top tier with a tank. I think there is an unwritten rule for this. At least that's what I think. And sometimes there are exceptions for that, but usually there is no exceptions, right? And whenever you are getting yourself a brand new tank, you are just simply top tier for some time. Which is honestly not bad. It is not bad whatsoever. I want to see him making mistake, but I don't really think that he will. Okay. Fair play. I apologize, fellas, for thinking too much about this tank or how it is looking like. But this is a new tank for me. I had no clue that this vehicle is coming into the market, and in the same time, I just woke up as well, like literally 20 minutes ago. So my brain is way, way, way slower than usual. So please forgive me. Okay. Good. Yeah, I think it is clear for me where the gameplay goes. That it is one of those tanks whenever you just simply don't overthink and whenever you just simply make a hardcore pressure. That's the whole point of this tank. You go vroom and you make hardcore pressure. And armor is one of the most important selling points. But there is instantly but. With a tier 8, keep this in mind, with a tier 8 you are going to be bottom tier more than 50% of the time, right? So how this armor is behaving against the different tier, this is the question, you know? So how the tier 9s are handling this tank armor? This is the question. And I have a feeling, I have a gut feeling, fellas, The tier 9s won't give a caco and they will shred through you. Especially with the gold. Especially with the gold, fellas. Okay, I want to go through the open field just like so. I want to go through the open field, folks. This may be an idiotic call, which probably it is. But hey, I want to be brave, mother trucker. I just want to have some fun. And I just want to outspot the enemies playing in this area. Is it too much to ask? Well, outspotting is not too much to ask, but doing damage for them, probably it's too much to ask. It's okay. Everything is fine. Now they should, if they are returning back, they should return via the middle. Although I don't really think that they can do absolutely anything about this. For the build, maybe I don't need hardening on this vehicle, but hardening is useful. But maybe without hardening, we could have a bit better gun handling as well, right? Because I would get the stabilizer for myself, because now I'm using experimental turbo, and I must admit that the reticle is the size of the moon, you know? It doesn't feel great, I can tell you that much. Oi oi, oi oi, oi oi. This is not the tank with which you want to shoot on the move, in my opinion. No, not really. Stabilizer actually is a fair play. But what do I get rid of? Turbo? And we are back. No. Show me what we crafted. And we crafted solid 2000 damage. Solid 2000 damage. What a great performance. And we were pushing all the time. We were pushing all the bloody time, fellas. 71,000 profits. You know what? This vehicle truly reminds me, for me, Defender. It is reminding me Defender, because I played quite a bit on my free-to-play peasant account, and I got Defender from completing the missions, if you will. It very much reminds me Defender for how unreliable the gun is and how the armor looks like. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Weird. I don't personally, I don't like this tank, but we'll see. One more game, let's go. I mean, tier 8 matchmaking, at least we are fighting against the equal tanks, but to be fair with you, I think we need another game for review to see how it would look like against the higher tanks. Or you know what? What I'm going to be doing, folks, keep this in mind that today I will be streaming quite a bit, and I will try to dig more information about this tank, and it is going to be rated in the index page today, right? Today I will celebrate my, first of all, after this video, we are going to go and celebrate my mother's birthday, 75 years old, and in the evening we are going to be streaming, right? So we are going to check it out, how it looks like, how does it feel like against the higher tiers, lower tiers and whatnot, and how the tank is looking like overall. That's what we are going to be doing, folks. That's what we will be doing. And for now, I don't like it. But once again, you know, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one, and in the same time, they can change as well. Keep this in mind. But so far, can we agree on that it's slow? Yes. Can we agree on that it has a derpy gun handling? Yes. Can we agree on that I am lucky with the matchmaking? Yes. Can we agree that this tank has garbage gun depression? Yes. Gun depression feels bad. -6. -6 gun depression definitely doesn't feel good. No. This tank is somewhere in between average, sub-average category, in my opinion. Even with all of this armor. Even with all of this armor, maybe it is more like modern defender, if you will. Maybe this is how you could describe this vehicle. Modern defender. Okay, let's try to play hold down to the best of our ability, right? Good, good, good. We are killing it. We are killing it, good. Patience. No. Okay, what would be my guess? My guess would be that enemies from first line, they will try to make a bit of more pressure for us, and then it is going to be the party time because they are sitting in such a bad area. By the way, Stradixa is so much better tank than this vehicle is. The gun depression is very important bit of the tank in my opinion. I mean, if you have everything apart gun depression, it is also not bad, but -6, it isn't good. And tanks like Stradixa can simply cack on you without any problems whatsoever. Hola! Why they're screaming? They're screaming Skillato, 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 Skillato. Unbloody believable, just to scream on the poor Skillato. You just to scream on the poor Skillato. I see how it goes. Okay, good. FCM is thinking that he can beat the living crap out of us, which he can. Clearly. Good. It's okay. Yeah, he figured out that he can slap me in the cupola. Well, good for him, I guess. Good for him. It's okay. It won't end up well. It won't end up well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I do not know what can I say about it. I will say the things what I think. My opinion can change after I will play with the tank more. Frankly, it's as boring as Defender is. The gun handling unreliable. There is no gun depression. You need to play aggressively because otherwise you are going to miss a lot of your shots. For a first impressions, I would say this tank is solid 3, maybe 3.5 if I am very, very kind for this vehicle. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I don't find this tank appealing. And I haven't even played with against the higher tiers. Not my tank, I can tell you that much. Let's see. Let's see the score and let's see the average performance and let's prepare for my mother's birthday. Okay, we are back. Hip hip hooray. 1.9 thousand damage, kind of laughable. Unfortunately, we are, whatever, the third by the experience, sixth by the, wait a second, sixth by the experience and third by the damage. Yeah, I'm out of order, fellas. I am out of order. I apologize. My brain doesn't work properly. What can you do? You know what? While I am sending the video, I will go for one more game with this vehicle. Either my brain just simply refuses to enjoy this tank, or either the tank doesn't feel that great, okay? So let's try one more while video is sending. And hopefully we will do something better and hopefully we will enjoy the tank tiny touch more. Hopefully. Okay, so the goal is very, very simple. We are going into the heavy line. Also, one more thing, you will see that ping is jumping like crazy up to 200 ms per second, which is fair play. Not much what I can do about that, but it's alright. Let's just play the game and let's see what we can craft. Can we do something nice or not so much? Can we do something nice or not so much? Okay, we will have as fuck who will support us. That's good. So I assume we should be feeling quite alright over there around the corner. Actually, maybe I could even play here, although I don't really have the gun depression. That is the issue. That is the issue. Hola, comrade, how are you doing? A hybrid between Defender and 50TP prototype. This is what this tank is. At least this is how I feel like. I think that this gentleman is very, very well aware of that he is going to... that he is going to have a very complicated situation over there. And that sounds like his issue and his problem. Can we hit Cupola? Because we are... Please? Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Cupola is a problem with this tank. What is that? What is that? Holy bananas from Banana Land, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Holy bananas from Banana Land. Okay, let's take our time. This is so counterintuitive compared to the games that we had before. This is so counterintuitive. Because we hit Cupola 3 out of 4 times. Crazy. Crazy, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy. Okay, by the way, this game... I want to believe that this game... our team had increased RNG, if you will. What do I mean by saying that is... Listen. Whenever we are capable of hitting the shots with the tanks like this, or with a tank like this, I suppose to say, that means we are lucky. And if we are lucky, we may have the score like 9-1. You know what I mean? And if we have like a score 9-1, well, enemies may not have the best time ever. So, a bit of the additive game to what we have done. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. We have done everything properly. That was casual 3 minutes, and I want to give you an extra... I want to give you an extra game with this vehicle, right? While we are sending the video. Okay, fair play. Fair play, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It treated us very, very well in this game. Well, once again, we will need to play some more games to come up with a proper opinion with all of this, but in this game it actually felt quite alright, although our Cupola is quite weak, but that is understandable. Crazy. 3.1 thousand damage, 1,000 base experience, we got 105,000 profits. Hip hip hooray. Not that bad, and our average performance with this tank grew to 2.6 thousand per game and 100 assisting damage. I think this tank may grow to me, but once again, for initial impressions, I don't really think that it is anything super special. I would probably play this over Defender, but probably 50TP is still the tank which I would enjoy more. At least that's what I want to believe, but once again, that's only me. Anyways, love you all. Thank you very much for watching. I apologize for this semi-sleepy video. It's all the mornings are hitting me all the time like this. It is complicated stuff, but it's okay. We are big boys. We are going to be okay. We will celebrate my mother's birthday, and after that we will come back and test this tank some more. So maybe you will get updated opinion about this vehicle in the extra channel, or just tune into the live streams to see how the things are looking like. Anyways, love you all. Thank you very much for watching, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.